Hello, hello. I just want to talk about some books that I bought recently because I'm a big old nerd and I'm quite excited to get into them. So this is like a book haul number one, let's say. So first book I bought is Robert Penn Warren's All the King's Men, which is a book loosely based on the life of Louisiana politician Huey Long and his honestly extraordinary rise to power. Anyone that's played the Mordekaiserreich for Hearts of Iron 4 will know about Huey Long and know that he could have been America's first dictator. Well, if you don't include King George III. He had this extraordinary power and magnetism, and he just, I don't know, I wish I knew more, but I'm excited to read this book because apparently it is the best American political novel, at least one of the best. So yes, I was going to get into that. I bought Team of Rivals by Doris Kearns Goodwin because I have just been obsessed with Lincoln recently. He's so cool, man. Like the fact that he was like tired and depressed and still did everything that he did. He didn't have to, but he was probably the coolest man of all time. Tolstoy thought he was, and I got to toast with Tolstoy. Also, with everything happening in America at the moment, it's quite interesting to see kind of the Civil War and that, because I don't know, just it's cool to make comparisons. I don't think things are as bad in America now as they were before the Civil War. Hot take, but yeah, it's just interesting division. It's interesting to see how his history could have changed, and it's interesting to see how one man, steadily used his power and stuff like that in a really genius way. My main aim, as you'll probably also notice with this one, and the books that I've got behind me, are books about power. I mean, yes, power in the kind of explicit form of American politics, but I've been interested in power in general for a while because it is the invisible force that pulls the strings behind, a reality. Why do certain things why do certain people get things, or why do certain people not? It's just simple. It's just interesting. If you don't understand power, you can't really understand relationships and politics, and yeah, it's just really cool. So I'm getting into that. My next couple of books are on that theme. The Power Broker by Robert A. Caro. This is an absolute beast of a book. It's like 1 billion pages, but it concerns New York civil servant Robert Moses, and to describe him as a civil servant, or describe him as just as a civil servant, is doing a disservice to who Robert Moses was and what he did. Again, it's about the accumulation of power. Now, Robert Moses was never elected. In fact, he lost an election, but he managed to become the most powerful man in New York, and by extension, one of the most powerful men in America, through various means. I don't know those means just yet, but I'm getting into the book, and it's really good so far. So yes, that's been fun. The last book that I've got is The Years of Lyndon Johnson by Robert A. Carroll. Similar theme. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of the bits of Carroll that I've read, so I thought I'll get this because it is it's the kind of book that politicians have on their fucking shelves all the time. Also, I should mention that Obama was a big fan of The Power Broker too. He read it when he was 22. I'm reading it when I'm 20, so therefore I am smarter than Obama. So, sorry for that. I'll probably be America's first black president too. But yes, so how does someone born in describing it as a podunk Texas town didn't have electricity, didn't have anything. One of the interesting things in this I've read so far is it talks about the amount of rainfall in the Hill Valley and how it sort of imperceptibly, beyond a line, the rain just stopped, and how that affected the economic development of the town. It's just really interesting. So this is also massively long, and I'm going to get the rest of the volumes eventually because I want to have a a nice fancy collection, because people that know Robert Caro seem to really like him, and they tend to be powerful people too. So yes, I want to understand power, and I want to understand why people are the way they are. I mean, how people use it, how people accumulate it, how people, all kinds of things. Because it informs everything we do, basically. You know. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and yeah. So I'm gonna read these, and if I finish any of them, I'm gonna probably record a review of them. But God, I haven't finished a 1,000-page book since, I don't know. It really depends. I did finish Crime and Punishment. I think that's only like 800 pages or so. I don't know. Yeah, I'm excited to get to it, and yeah, I'll keep you updated. So,